Namaste. I'm sorry, there was some problem in the system. So I was trying, say, for about 15, 12 to 15 minutes. I'm sorry about that.
Glad to see you, Pranam Maharaj.
Namaste. So we'll start with our prayer. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavi Viriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadatattam Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Bhurida Janaha. Your nectar-like words, warm and inspiring life stories, eulogized by learned sages, are indeed eradicator of shoots of ignorance. These are auspicious to hear and propitious to inculcate in one's own life. Those who take these words to the world are indeed great benefactor of the world. We are studying the life of Holy Mother Sri Sarada Devi, and we have to learn a lot from her life. Especially her teaching that if you want to have peace of mind, then not find faults with others. This is our common weakness. And even if we are great one, but we try to find faults with others. But what Mother said, that if you want to have peace of mind, not to find faults with others. If at all you have to find any faults, you have to find your own faults. Because nobody is alien. Nobody is separate from you. The whole world is yours. Now let us think about why we see faults in others. We have two things, raga and dvesha. Liking, disliking. Raga means attachment, dvesha means aversion. Whatever we experience in this world, either we like it or we are averse to it. So whatever we do not like, we try to find that, we have to try to tell that this is not good, this is bad. So in Bhagavad Gita it is said, Raga Dvesha Vijektastu Vishayan Indriyesh Charan. One should interact in this world without attachment and aversion. Why? Because it entangles. If you find fault with others, then it entangles you. And if you are averse with something, that also entangles in a negative way. So Vishaya and sense and sense objects, it is natural to have liking and disliking. Indriyasya indriyasyarthe raga dvesho vyavasthito tayor na vashamagachyat. Don't come under its sway. This is a great teaching, and it is oft repeated, but still we fail to inculcate. Teachers should see defects. So this is a different thing. Why different? Because teacher wants to improve disciples or subordinates or the students. So they are to see defect. But mother was such, being a teacher, she never found faults with others. See, in the life of Sri Ramakrishna, if we see many times in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, he's enumerating that how people, uh, he's indicating some defects. But mother, on the other hand, we find she could not find faults with others. Even though they have some faults, but mother knew that it is they are her children. Okay, I'll give some example. Then only it will be uh, clear. As Sri Ramakrishna says, the bound creatures entangled in worldliness will not come to their senses at all. They suffer so much misery and agony, they face so much dangers, and yet they will not wake up. The camel loves to eat thorny bushes. The more it eats the thorns, the more the blood gushes from its mouth. Still, it must eat thorny plants and will never give them up. The man of worldly nature suffers so much sorrow and affliction, but he forgets it all in a few days and begins his old life over again. Suppose a man has lost his wife or she has turned unfaithful. Lo, he marries again. Like that, you will find, and I can read more, but that will be. So here, teacher has got a special duty to indicate the faults that is natural in disciples, so that those can be corrected. But on the other hand, what we find in the life of Holy Mother, though she knew even the robber, the highwayman, was a robber, but to her, he was as honorable son as Sharat. Can one understand what is this? There is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita, Samatva, Samadarshana, Shuni Chaiva Swapakecha Pandita Samadarshana. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmani. So Brahman, high caste, and with wisdom, knowledge. So that means he is very rare. And the person who with all erudition, but he is very humble. Such a person very, very rare. But to a Brahmajnani, the Nwara Brahman, in one hand, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmani, cows, elephant, or dog, or outcast, all are same. In the life of Holy Mother, we see this is experienced and communicated beautifully, so beautifully that nowhere else. From other point, if we see, if a person criticizes us, then we should think deeply why one is criticizing, how to remove that that defect. And it is said, Ninduk niyare rakhiye, that one should keep fault finders. If required, make a house for him near your house. So that because he is like a cleansing agency, like a soap, it cleanses and it gives without any paying your money, he clears and cleans you. So Ninduk niyare rakhiye, Angan kutis chavai. That means you keep in your courtyard a critic who will cleanse you. So this is one example. Another is it is called that it is said that that nyayat pathat na pravichanti here. With that a person who is righteous. So if a person is criticized or praised, nindanti nipunaha yadi vastuvanti. Some those who are very erudite, they may criticize one, or somebody praises. But a person who is well established in righteousness, he will not leave that path. Nindanti niti nupunaha yadi vastuvanti Lakshmi samavishatu gacchatu va yatheshtam. Whether wealth or riches come or go anywhere, he will not care for it. What he will care for is the righteousness, that he should follow that. So this should be the attitude for a person who is righteous. But in this world, we cannot do away. There will be someone will be criticizing, or someone will not like us. So this is natural. But one thing, that one should have the objectivity. So here in the life of Holy Mother, that we see that she never finds, or she never found faults with others. So with this word, we can go forward. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
We're on page 463. The Kularnava Tantra says that a person will go to hell if he or she thinks of the Guru as a human being, the mantra as a word, and the image of God as a piece of stone. Swami Bhuteshananda said, if one thinks that the body of the Guru is the Guru, then the doctrine of the Guru will end with the doctrine of the body. Dehamatvad. But if one considers the Guru as the Ishta, or the chosen deity, then when the Guru dies, one will not miss the Guru. That Guru is the eternal Guru.
Okay, that word is Deha Atmavad. Dehatmavad. That means a person who thinks body is Atman. Body is the self. That is called Deha Atmavan.
Swami Sardananda wrote, the master used to say, the Guru is like a female companion of Radha. As there is no end to her love errands until her friend Radha is united with Krishna, so there is no rest for the Guru until the spiritual aspirant is united with God. Thus, the great guru accompanies the sincere devotee to higher and higher realms of spirituality, and finally presents the devotee to the chosen deity, saying, "My child, look there." And then immediately the guru disappears. One day, when a devotee
Guru introduces disciple to God. And that is why it is said, Guru Govinda do khare, kake lago pai, balihari Guru apne Govinda diye bataye. So Guru is like an agent. So he introduces us with God. And in another way, God comes in the form of Guru to bless someone. Yeah.
One day, when a devotee heard the master saying this, he realized that someday separation from the guru would be inevitable. So, with a sorrowful heart, he asked, "Sir, where does the guru go then?" The master replied, "The guru merges into the chosen deity or the Ishta. The guru, Krishna, and the devotee, these three are one, and the one is manifest as three."
Guru Krishna Vaishnav. Yes.
The guru transmits spiritual power during the initiation ceremony and connects the disciple with God through a mantra. This is called diksha or initiation. According to the Tantra, di means dhyate jnanam or gives knowledge. Ksha means kshyate.
Aksha. Diyate jnanam. That means he gives knowledge. Or the process gives knowledge. Diyate jnanam. And ksha. Ksha means kshiyate pasuvashana. Pasuvashana means animal passion.
Or destroys animal or worldly desires. According to the Agama scriptures, the Supreme Lord Shiva established three kinds of initiation: Shambhavi, Shakti, and Mantri. When a disciple attains knowledge instantly by merely seeing, touching, or paying obeisance to the Guru, it is called Shambhavi initiation. Shambhavi?
Shambhavi, yeah.
When an illumined Guru transmits his or her divine power into the disciple's heart and awakens spirituality, it is called Shakti initiation.
Shakti.
In the Mantri initiation, the Guru draws a diagram, installs a ghat or sacred pitcher, performs worship of the deity, and then utters a mantra into the ear of the disciple. When the disciple repeats the mantra while fixing the mind on the Ishta, his or her worldly desires subside and the mind becomes pure. At that time, the mind becomes the Guru or acts like the Guru. Actually, the word mantra is connected with the mind. Mananat Shrayate iti mantra. That word is the mantra upon which one reflects to attain salvation.
Mm.
It is amazing how the infinite God remains hidden in the seed mantra.
So, now here, Maharaj has written that Guru, the mind becomes Guru. It is pure mind. It's not ordinary mind. But by repetition of mantra, mind becomes pure. So, till that time, one should not rely fully on mind, because mind may waver also. It may take you some other place. So until the mind is pure, one has to wait. Yes.
On 11 February 1913, Swami Arupananda carried a tiny banyan seed to Holy Mother in Kolpara Ashrama and said, "Look, Mother, this seed is smaller than the seed of red spinach, and yet from this comes such a huge tree. What a wonder." She replied, "Why not? Just see how small the bija seed mantra of the Lord's name is. Yet from that springs forth in due time spiritual consciousness, ecstasy, devotion, and love." Ramakrishna said, "There is great power in the seed of God's name. It destroys ignorance." It destroys ignorance. "A seed is tender and the sprout soft. Still it pierces the hard ground. The ground breaks and makes way for the sprout."
You see, like Sri Ramakrishna used to relate. Like if someone has got a big plot of land, maybe 500 acres, he sells it and he gets money. Then he buys with that money a little piece of diamond. So that small piece of diamond is equivalent to that big piece of land. Similarly, by good karma, one gradually gets devotion to God when mind is clean. And after devotion, then one will have bhava and then mahabhava. So like this, it's very, very rare and it's very, very precious. So what mother said, that bija, from bija, even ecstasy, bhava, etc., everything comes. It springs forth in due time, spiritual consciousness, ecstasy, devotion, and love. So this is so precious, even more precious than the worldly thing, any worldly thing. Yeah.
Mother, Guru, Goddess. Ramakrishna said about Holy Mother, "Sarada is an incarnation of Saraswati, the goddess of learning. She was born to bestow knowledge upon others. He transferred the results of his spiritual experiences to her and taught her various mantras relating to particular deities so that she could continue his spiritual ministry after his passing away. In Holy Mother's life, we find the goddess acting as a guru and also as a mother."
So this is very important. Mother, Guru, and Goddess in one. And she never finds faults with us. And she knows that we are weak children. And there may be some weakness, but mother is mother. Mother will take care in all situations. Yeah.
Swami Gambhirananda described how these three aspects, goddess, guru, and mother, blended harmoniously in Holy Mother's life. When she appears to us as the mother, we get a glimpse of her inherent power of imparting that true knowledge that dispels all ignorance. When we approach her as a guru, she draws us to her lap as a mother, and when we recognize the mother and guru in her, we find her seated transcendentally in her own divine effulgence. In fact, we cannot discern where any of these mutually dependent aspects ends and another begins. Although Holy Mother appeared to be an affectionate and loving mother, it would be a great mistake if we were to consider her an ordinary human being. Truly, the Divine Mother incarnated as Sarada Devi and acted as a human mother and guru. Endowed with divine power, wisdom, glory, purity, renunciation, love, and compassion, she awakened spirituality in the hearts of her disciples and granted liberation to them.
All these are not words. It's this real asset or the what we should, precious qualities that mother invoked within us. As we grow in devotion, we will find all these things are wisdom, glory, purity, renunciation, love, and compassion. So these are the qualities that we should inculcate. And mother helps us to grow in this endeavor. Yeah.
The human guru imparts the mantra in the ear, and the divine guru transmits the mantra to the soul. A true guru is an awakener and redeemer of souls, and takes upon himself or herself the burden of sin from the disciples and suffers on that account. Holy Mother did not seek disciples. She once said, "Those who care to come to me will do so of themselves after severing the shackles of the world. I shall not send for them."
Okay, one thing, let me clarify. In our order, Sri Ramakrishna is Guru, and Holy Mother, of course, one with Sri Ramakrishna. And all other human guru or gurus, what they do? They hand over the precious, the traditional way to the disciples. So that belongs to Sri Ramakrishna. It's not that in our order, no one except Sri Ramakrishna thinks that he or she is a guru. A disciple may think that way, that's all right. But those who are authorized for that, they know that they are only handing over the precious jewel to the disciples, and it belongs to Sri Ramakrishna. So this is especially in our order. Nowhere we see this idea. Rather, they think that they are gurus. Yeah.
Holy Mother lived a secluded life. Very few knew of her existence. During her lifetime, her photographs were not shown in public and nothing was written about her except for brief mentions in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna and Sri Ramakrishna and his divine play. How then did people come to know about her? As a magnet's attraction is irresistible to iron, so was the attraction of Holy Mother as a guru. Tormented by worldly afflictions, many weary souls took refuge in her, seeking release from Maya. Some aspirants approached her for initiation upon recommendation from the Master's disciples and other swamis of the Ramakrishna order. Some heard about her from friends and relatives who had already been initiated. Some came to know of her through dreams or visions. Holy Mother looked into their hearts and accepted them without considering their race or social position. Ramakrishna chose disciples after testing them, but the Mother initiated all who asked her for it.
Now, one thing, at the time of her birth centenary, that is 1953, only after 1953, people in general came to know about Holy Mother. Because before that, even the pictures were not given to other devotees and not displayed as we now display by the side of Sri Ramakrishna. So that time, because India was a bit conservative, so therefore it was thought that it's not good idea when she was living first. Even after her passing away, we had to wait till 1953. So that way we are very lucky that we are even reading this biography of her. That time no biographies were available, no photos were available. So From that regard, we are very lucky. Yes.
Once in a women's gathering in Udbodhan House, Yogin Ma commented with a smile, "The mother undoubtedly loves us all, but not as intensely as the master did. What concern and love he had towards his disciples. We saw it with our own eyes. Words cannot describe it." Holy Mother said, "Is that to be wondered at? He accepted only a few select disciples, and that too after various kinds of testing. Towards me, he has pushed a whole row of ants." After Ramakrishna's passing away in 1886, Holy Mother spent a year on pilgrimage, staying mostly in Vrindavan. Her spiritual ministry started at the Master's bidding when she gave her first formal initiation in Vrindavan to Swami Yogananda. She lived for another 33 years after that. During the first 11 years, 1887 to 1898, she led a secluded life in Kamarpukur, Jairambati, and Calcutta. During the second 11 years, 1898 to 1909, the public began to hear about her and she initiated a few disciples. During the third 11 years, 1909 to 1920, she initiated innumerable men and women who came to her from various stations and stages of life. Among them were rich and poor, young and old, students and teachers, lawyers and physicians, noble souls and sinners, revolutionaries and eccentrics. She even initiated a few monastic and householder disciples of the Master, and also some aspirants who came to her from other parts of India and the West, whose languages were unknown to her.
Even an actor, even cinema actors, and also some drama artists. So all kinds of things, all kinds of people came to Holy Mother. And that's why Mahapurush Maharaj used to say that what a power, what we cannot digest, and Mother is taking without any hesitation. And she was accepting everyone. So that's why great power. And we can say that it is love of Sri Ramakrishna who gave us this gift of Mother. So we are so grateful to him. Yeah.
Swami Nikhilananda wrote, "A silent yearning constantly welled up from her heart. Come, all of you, I am here for your sake. I shall soothe my heart, showing you the way to liberation." She did not publicly summon devotees. She did not write books, issue statements, or mount a public platform. The disciples of Sri Ramakrishna were extremely reticent about her. Perhaps they were afraid that ordinary people would take her lightly or not show her proper respect. But drawn by her irresistible attraction, they all came. She seemed to be waiting for them. "Let them all come," her motherly heart said. "None will be rejected. Suppose they have lived sinful lives. Will they be deprived of my blessing on that account?" She initiated them in the shrine room and from her sickbed, on roads and railway platforms, in meadows and under trees.
Swami?
Yes.
How did it seems that Swami Vivekananda understood Holy Mother very early?
Yeah.
How did he know? Did Sri Ramakrishna tell him? How did he know who she was?
How did he know? Actually, jewels. Jeweler only can understand the real worth of jewels. You know that story of Sri Ramakrishna?
Yes, Swami.
That a guru gave a jewel to his disciple and asked him to go to various places. So potato seller said, "Okay, I can give you 9 shares." and some cloth merchant say offer 200 rupees. But when a jeweler saw, immediately he could understand and assess how precious that jewel was. So Swamiji himself was realized so. So naturally, and they are a team. Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, and Swamiji, these are not different. These are three aspects of same divinity. Therefore, it is not a wonder that he recognized Mother early. That's why he wrote from the West that Tarugda, that means Swami Shivanandaji, you have not understood, you people have not understood Mother properly. Her significance will be gradually revealed, and she has come this time to impart knowledge and grace. Like this is unthinkable. Mother would say, offer flowers to her feet. She would say that offer flowers at my feet for those who are here, and those who are not here, those will come later. For all my children, offer flowers. Mother, so precious, we cannot assess her. It is Sri Ramakrishna who invoked in her divinity, and the Divine Mother in her person. This is very special. Once a disciple asked Holy Mother, is Sri Ramakrishna came for harmonizing religions? Then Mother said, my son, Sri Ramakrishna had a motherly attitude to the world. To develop that motherly attitude, he has kept me this time, left me behind. So it is the Mother, the Divine Mother, that we can see manifested in her person. And Sri Ramakrishna worshipped that Mother, invoked in her on the Palharini Kali Puja. So we are so lucky, we cannot understand how lucky we are that the Divine Mother is very much within us, and Sri Ramakrishna's gift for us. So it is no wonder that Swamiji could understand first, because they are not different. It is the same source, and with a mission they came to fulfill that mission. Yes.
All felt, when with her, that they were in the presence of an affectionate mother and made all kinds of demands upon her, reasonable and unreasonable. To the best of her power, she tried to satisfy them. She had hardly any respite, even when she badly needed it. If no devotee came to her on a particular day, she would say, "No one has come. This day seems to be passing in vain." Very shortly, a seeker would arrive. This went on till nearly the end of her life. One day, Holy Mother said seriously to a disciple, "He is unfortunate indeed who does not feel my compassion. I do not know anyone, not even an insect, for whom I do not feel compassion."
See that thing. What a mother. Yeah.
While giving initiation, Holy Mother selected the disciple's Ishta, or chosen ideal, and a mantra connected to that deity. Sometimes she asked about the disciple's family tradition, but regardless of whether the disciple was Vaishnava or Shakta, she initiated him or her according to what she considered best for the disciple. When the disciple could not decide on an Ishta, Holy Mother herself chose the particular form and name of the Godhead. Sometime just before initiation, she would meditate to discover the mantra suitable for the aspirant. It would be revealed to her pure mind. The mantra has an intrinsic power. Holy Mother said, the mantra purifies the body. One becomes pure by repeating the name of God given by the Guru. Once a disciple asked Holy Mother if the mere repetition of the mantra as taught by an adept Guru really helped the aspirant if he or she did not possess intense devotion. Holy Mother answered, whether you jump into water or are pushed into it, your cloth will be soaked, will it not? Holy Mother was not an ordinary guru who initiates with elaborate rituals and follows traditional methods. Her initiation was simple and short. She selected the chosen deity and gave the mantra accordingly, and showed the disciple how to count repetitions of the mantra on the fingers or a rosary. Swami Aseshananda was initiated by Holy Mother. After she passed away, he became Swami Saradananda's private secretary. When he observed Saradananda's elaborate method of giving initiation, he said to the Swami, Maharaj, Holy Mother instructed me in a very simple way. She did not ask me to repeat the mantra for a fixed number of times in the morning or evening, or for special days and all that. She did not give me any fixed method. Maharaj, I want a step-by-step procedure. Could you please add something? Swami Saradananda responded, you are the greatest fool. Holy Mother is the Divine Mother herself. All these methods and procedures are given by other teachers, but not Holy Mother. Whatever Holy Mother has given you is the last word in spiritual life. You cling to the mantra, repeat it, meditate, and think of your chosen ideal. And when longing for the vision of God comes, you will find that your mind will know it, that your mind will be fixed on the divine spirit, and that all your desires will be fulfilled. Do you mean to say that I should add something to what Holy Mother has given? It is due to her grace that I am even here.
See? and in his own word, you are a first-class fool. Yeah.
One day, Sharla, later Bharatiprana, asked Swami Saradananda, Maharaj, why did it take so much time for you to give initiation? I saw the mother initiate disciples very quickly. After a long silence, the Swami replied, you see, the mother's very touch is enough for her disciple to achieve everything, but that is not possible for me. I have to pray and meditate for a long time. I have no relief until I see that the master has accepted and taken responsibility for the disciple. Remover of sin and bad karma. Being a guru is not easy. It is beyond the capacity of an ordinary guru to take responsibility for another's bad karma or to absorb a disciple's sin and its consequences. Only a divine being has the power of redemption. The Christian tradition speaks of vicarious atonement. Jesus took upon himself the punishment for the sins of others. We find that Ramakrishna took Jagadamba's Mathur's wife's illness on himself and suffered from dysentery for several months. He also took on Girish's sins and suffered from cancer. Towards the end of Holy Mother's life, when she was bedridden in Udbodhan house, Brahmachari Ashok was dejected, thinking that he would be helpless without her. To encourage him, she said, do you think that even if this body passes away, I can have any release unless every one of those whose responsibility I have taken on myself is out of bondage? I must constantly live with them. I have taken complete charge of everything, good and bad, regarding them. Is it a trifle to give initiation? It is a tremendous responsibility. How much anxiety I suffer for them. Just see, your father has died, and that at once made me feel worried about you. I thought, how is it that the master is again putting him to the test? That you may come out of this ordeal is my constant prayer. For this reason, I gave you all this advice. Can you understand everything I say? If you could do so, that would lighten my worries to a great extent. The master is playing with his different children in diverse ways, but I have to bear the brunt of it. I cannot simply set aside those whom I have accepted as my own.
And still this is true. Mother is blessing those who take refuge at her feet. Mother takes all care, all care. So mother has not gone somewhere. Only thing we need to pray to her earnestly and with clean heart. Yeah. Go ahead.
The relationship between the guru and the disciple is eternal. Holy Mother demonstrated how to lead a spiritual life by continually practicing japa. Even when she was sick in bed, she repeated her mantra mentally. She slept very little. One night, Brahmachari Bharata asked, Mother, don't you get any sleep? She replied, what can I do, my child? All these children come to me with great longing for initiation, but most of them do not repeat the mantra regularly. Why regularly? Many do not repeat it at all. But since I have taken responsibility for them, should I not see to their welfare? Therefore, I do japa for their sake. I constantly pray to the Master, saying, O Master, awaken their spiritual consciousness. Give them liberation. There's a great deal of suffering in this world. May they not be born here again.
Bas. So this is Mother. Mother is all blessing, all compassion, grace. Whatever is divine, that is Mother. So, yeah, we'll stop with this note and we'll pray to Mother to have that benign grace on us. We are all blessed. Okay, we'll say our prayer. There is no question here, no philosophy. Okay.
I have a question.
What is that? Okay.
Holy Mother had to suffer when she lived on earth. She had to suffer because of her disciples. Once she attains Mahasamadhi and still deals with disciples, is that suffering mitigated? Is it never, is there still suffering for her?
Suffering from your standpoint, physical standpoint. You see, mentally she is not suffering, or she was not suffering even.
Well, mentally, she was not suffering.
Suffering means what?
Just physical.
You know, something happens to body. You know, a doctor operates on your body, but they make you unconscious by anesthesia. Then whatever they do, you won't know. And after that, when you are awake or you are out of anesthesia, then only little pain may be there. So what suffering we experience mainly mental, psychosomatic, or only say bodily pain is very fraction. If you withdraw mind from that, then that suffering is not there. And for those who are Jivan Mukta, so incarnations are not Jivan Mukta, they are higher than that. Ordinary people, ordinary aspirant, when they attain Jivan Mukti. But incarnations are with special power. So from your standpoint, you can see they are suffering, but actually they don't suffer. Remember that that incident of Hari Maharaj, Swami Turiyanandji. When he saw Sri Ramakrishna, he is full of joy. Whereas he was telling that, see, I am suffering so much. So suffering from our standpoint. But from their standpoint, it's not. You know, in a drama, you can see a person is acting as suffering so much, but actually they are not suffering. Are they acting? No, not really. But suffering that what we see from our standpoint, not from their standpoint. Okay, thank you. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tatsat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Thank you all.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, Maharaj.
Namaste. Hari Om.
Jai Ma.
Jai Ma, Jai Ma. You know, this mantra also was given by Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Ma.
Pranam Sumaji.